now. And as I also said, welcome to Scarborough's beautiful Peasholm Port and our unique holiday attraction, the Naval Warfare, our sea battle in miniature. Now we're very proud of the fact that this show has been reported all over the world and has received television coverage on both BBC and ITV, as well as numerous foreign television makers, including a few years since we actually had the Germans here. Heaven only knows what they thought about it. But in fact, only a couple of years since, we had Victor Meldrew sat over there with a camera crew, videoing his motoring programme in the 50s. You probably saw it. And no doubt there'll be somebody along this year to video it yet again. Well, I'd just like to mention it is a holiday show, and we sincerely hope you'll enjoy this year's production of it. Basically, lots of fun and a jolly good battle, as they say in the Navy. And of course, everyone lives to fight another day, we hope. You lot are perfectly safe, but down here, anything can go wrong at any given moment. I'll give you a good laugh along the way. Now, once the show gets going, we'll have lots of cheering and booing. But we're going to practice that in a few moments. First of all, we're going to commence this afternoon's programme with a parade of our side ships which are to be used in today's action. And the first ship to come round the bandstand to appear is the Jervis Bay. Now the Jervis Bay is an armed merchant vessel. This brave ship is principally a cargo carrier, but as you'll see, she plays a very important part in today's action. Just keep it in mind, she's not really a warship at all. No, she's an armed merchant vessel. There she goes, so keep your eyes on the Jervis Bay. Now, following on behind Jervis Bay, we now come to the Ark Royal. As you can see, she's a unique example of scale modelling. Here she is with her planes and the helicopters on the flight deck. And of course, we shall be relying very heavily on Ark Royal to send her planes out, her bombers out, to help us to try and defeat the dreaded enemy. There she goes, the aircraft carrier Ark Royal. And following on behind Ark Royal, we have a famous ship in the history of the Royal Navy. It's a 6-inch gun Leander-class British cruiser HMS Achilles. Now, Achilles will always be remembered for the part she played in the epic battle of the River Plate down in the South Atlantic there in Argentina. I like the accent, Argentina. And you've probably seen the film, it's been on telly 1,000 times. The boats. Well, there she goes. There's Her Majesty's ship Achilles, and she is now joined by another one of the famous duo, coming round in front of you with their old boilers making a lot of smoke. It's a much older ship. It's a British cruiser, HMS Exeter.
Make game slow.
There she goes, there goes Exeter, and there goes Achilles. Very important to remember, by the way, that these two ships will be the escort vessels today for our convoy, so obviously got a very difficult job. And as from this moment, the island at the back of me here is held by the enemy. So keep that in mind as well. Talking about the enemy, they always try and sneak one of their own ships in. And they've done it again to try and confuse me. But what a ship. Last but definitely not least, we come to the capital ship of any fleet. But unfortunately for us, it's the mighty enemy battleship, the Robert E. Eves. The Robert E. Eves is a powerfully armed man of war with 11-inch guns and capable of inflicting heavy damage to our side. You'll see what I mean when she goes into action a little bit later on. And I had the unfortunate meeting of I met the captain of that ship in a pub the other night. What a horrible man. He's horrible, yet he definitely looks like an enemy. So I shouldn't think what he's got lined up for today. But there we go, there they go. Now, whilst the parade continues and our fleet sails away to prepare for this afternoon's show, I would like to mention that during the battle there will be several loud bangs, especially towards the end of the show. We'll show you that they're quite harmless, so mums and dads, if any kiddies are a little bit nervous, just explain we're only kidding. We don't mean it, although sometimes you think we do. Now, just on a slightly different tack, there's another naval expression. On a slightly different tack, I would also like to mention that all the staff who work in this beautiful park of ours try to keep it as clean and tidy as possible, so that it's a place you may visit and enjoy at any time during your holiday. Now, unfortunately, after some shows, there's rather a large amount of litter left behind. And we would be grateful if you'd help us to maintain this pleasant spot by putting your litter in the bins provided. I'm sure you'll help us in this matter, and we'd like to thank you in advance for your cooperation. Right, off we go, down to business. As I said, we practice the cheering and the booing. Now, during the battle, you will see our side doing quite well on occasions. On these occasions, we'd like you to cheer. Not just the boys and girls, but mums, dads, and grannies and granddads as well. Nobody gets away with it today. Right, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to count up to 3, and then I want you all to cheer like that. So let's have a practice cheer to 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Rubbish!
Rubbish!
Now come on, it's a beautiful day. I know you've all got suntan and things like that, but it's not raining. Now come on, stop being momentary, as I say in Yorkshire. Right, how can I get you to do a nice little practice cheer? I know what. Imagine you're cheering a great football team. Probably the best team in this country at the moment. So a nice big practice cheer for Rotherham United. Or a team. I usually take the mick out of Rotherham United, but I'm
You're
not.
taking the mickey.
Because got promotion last week.
You're taking
Fantastic. Anybody from Rotherham?
the whiz. Yeah, it's taking the mickey.
You don't let many out, you know.
You're taking the mickey in your bag.
Let's have a nice practice cheer. And imagine you're cheering. In fact, imagine you're cheering England. We'll need it in Brazil. So imagine you're cheering England. After 3. 1, 2, 3. I wish you all go to Brazil to watch them. They need somebody like that to cheer them. Right, that's brilliant. Now, Now, unfortunately, on some occasions, you will see our side faring not as well as we'd like. In other words, when we're losing, or if you're from round here or Rotherham, when we're losing, losing or losing, I want you to boo the enemy. Now, sometimes I want you to boo the enemy very loudly to let our lads know that they're sneaking about. You see, because a lot of our lads are probably all dead. So remember that. Now, can I get a good practice boo from you? I know what. Imagine you're booing a football referee. 1, 2, 3. Everybody loves them, don't they? I wonder what the wives think about them. I
need to go that
football referee. No. Right, now that's fabulous. Now, when we get going, I want you to keep that up. And just while the ships get here to start the battle, here's a little piece called a barnacle bill. You know it as a blue Peter thing. So keep looking towards the bridge on your right hand side of the lake. But our convoys are coming to view, and we can get the battle started proper.
That died in one.
broadside's convoy sailing in from the right-hand side of the lake. As I said before, watch is special for Achilles and Exeter. They are the escort vessels who are there to protect our convoy. But unfortunately, as our convoy sails on, the enemy sends out the pride of their fleet, the mighty enemy battleship. Can you see the enemy battleship? She's coming out from the enemy's held harbour. Let's see if we can warn our ships. Give it a big, big boom. 1, 2, 3. The birders, great that. You will see our unarmed ships and the light armed ships trying to get out of range.
I like it.
And as soon as possible, our escorts will get between them and the enemy battleship. And as the 11-inch guns of the battleship open for our convoy, our escort vessels return their fire. As you can see, the convoy
Where's that coming from?
And leaving the fighting field. Where's
that coming from?
Stern of oil and definitely a hit on Jervis, but they're okay. Here come the Achilles. Oh, there's another glancing blow there off oil. But there's a great shot there from Exeter. That's brilliant. That's definitely slowed the enemy battleship a little bit. Fortunately, Achilles has contacted Ark Royal, who has recalled her bombers from another mission to take up the defence of the convoy. The bombers from Ark Royal are now going in to dive to attack the enemy battleship. Here comes the bombers from Ark Royal. Give them a cheer. 1, 2, 3. Here they come now. Well, let's see if we can do some damage to this battleship. Oh, yes, absolutely brilliant bombing there. Let's have another wave of bombers. Let's see if we can really slow it up. Here we go now. There we are. Let's see if we can really... Oh, look at that.
That's a red.
Look at that. The enemy battleship is now receiving the worst of the battle. And look, she tries to make her escape to the enemy-held island as she's assisted by the enemy shore battery opening fire on our escort vessels pursuing her. The hit from the that's from the island, that's from the enemy's
Why is the battle still going?
the enemy's battery is keeping our ships full away. Oh, what a shame. We've had to stop chasing the enemy battleship. We've got to keep out of the way of it. Thank goodness that Ark Royal and Jervis Bay are well out of range. But the escort vessel has certainly got to go. Thank goodness. Achilles gets... Oh, she's had to leave it. But look at it. Look at the enemy battleship. There she goes, look. She's belching black smoke. And unfortunately, she's escaping to the safety of her own harbour for repairs to the damage she's received in the engagement with our side. That battleship's in a bad way, but don't be surprised if the enemy's engineers repair her. They are quite brilliant. And I hate to have to say this, but I think we might well see that battleship again later on, so keep your eyes open for it. But it would appear we've won the first round of the battle. So let's give it a round of applause.
I want to do a picture.
But don't forget a very keep that in mind.
One of my fur.
Now the whole idea of a convoy is that the armed ships are there to protect the unarmed ships, bringing valuable supplies and men to the battle. It's most important that they try to keep a nice tight formation and avoid being split up. Unfortunately, if you look to your right, down by the bridge there, you will see one of our unarmed ships, the British Pride, a tanker. She's been left straddling behind the convoy. It looks as if we've got serious engine problems. Now, unfortunately, while she's separated from the rest of the convoy, She's in great danger from enemy surveillance, such as the enemy battleship we've just seen off for the time being. And she's also in danger from enemy planes. But, of course, the biggest danger, lurking enemy submarine. Has anyone spotted the enemy submarine? Sneaked out of the harbour, look. She's sneaked out. There it is. Now, you should be able to see it now. This is serious. We've really got to warn people because they're that busy with those engines, they haven't seen it. So this has got to be a big, big boo to warn our lads. So, come on, let's give the submarine a big boo after 3. 1, 2, 3. That is brilliant once again. But, I knew it. It seems our warning's fallen on deaf ears.
Sit down.
They're too busy trying to get those engines going. The British prize limps on, and our captain and crew are totally unaware that her presence is known to the enemy submarine. Suddenly, the lookout on the submarine sights the limping vessel and informs his commander of the enemy target.
Do you want me to do a picture?
Merchant vessel bearing 040 efficiently. The submarine commander gives his orders down periscope as the boat man the station is ready to prepare for complicated
I want the picture.
torpedo attack. The torpedo officer warns his commander on target. 1,800 yards, reducing. Fire 1. Fire 2. And there go the torpedoes streaking through the water. Slap bang amidships of poor old British pride. Can you see them, kids? Put your dad's glasses on, I can. There's 2 torpedoes heading slap bang from the middle of poor old British pride. I'm a coward. I can't watch anything that happens to our ship. I don't look. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's tipping.
You didn't believe it, did you? Look at that. You'll take notice of me in future. That's shocking. What an absolute mess. As a torpedo strike home with devastating effect. Now this is not fair. The enemy decides to finish off the now helpless vessel with her deck guns. Now that's not playing fair. Let's give the submarine a big boom for that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. They've got them straight away. It's like a gallery to fairground. They can't miss. It's easy peasy. Look at the meshes. She's got flames out of the stairs. She's got flames. And the powder magazine in the engine room have gone. That's it. She's keeled over. She's had it. What an absolute mess. With her engines and boilers gone, she slowly settles in the water. Altogether, a big old bug to the poor old British pride. 1, 2, 3. Bigger on than that, it's our ship we've just lost. 1, 2, 3. I should think so. Oh, what an absolute mess. Well, there's no point in the enemy submarine wasting any more ammunition. Can't do any more damage to our ship. I told you, you can't win them all. Well, it's done its worst, and it decides to change course and seek out further victims of prey. But, as the submarine does so, she's spotted and attacked by bombers from the Ark Royal. Let's see if we can get the zone back here on it. The bombers from Ark Royal are going to dive in to attack the enemy submarine. Here they come now. Give them a cheer. 1, 2, 3. Well, now, let's try and get us all back. Oh, yes, it's a hit. And here comes another wave of bombers. Let's see if we're going to really do some damage.
I can actually do it.
Now. Here it is now. Oh, look at that. It's a direct hit. That That is absolutely fantastic. And as the bombers attack, they're joined by the brave merchantman Jervis Bay. Here she comes round the left-hand side of the island. Come on, give her a cheer. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if Jervis Bay can finish it up. I think she's seen it.
Blue.
Has she seen the submarine?
Huh?
What's that?
Why can't you see this?
She hasn't seen it yet.
Underwater. That green boat.
Matthew, come on.
Isn't that green boat? It's nice in underwater.
She's seen it now. Oh, she's seen it now. Look at this. This is what you call Peasholm. Right, look at the state of it. That's brilliant. Says she's a merchantman. That's a direct hit on the conning tower, look. That's definitely the end of the enemy submarine.
Matthew.
So well done to Jervis Bay and well done to the bombers from Oak Royal. Give all the lads a cheer, 1, 2, 3.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Now, the Jervis Bay has now received orders from headquarters
Is it sinking?
and has been told to patrol the area looking for survivors both from our road trip over there, the British Pride, and also survivors from the enemy submarine. There she goes, look, she's searching the water between the two stricken vessels, you see. We play fair. She's got everybody, the captain, ship's company, the crew, everybody, hanging over the side, scouring the water. I can see all little light bulbs bobbing about, scouring the water to save drowning mariner's life with a friend or foe. She's doing a brilliant job there, but unfortunately, she's that busy searching for survivors, she hasn't noticed that the enemy is sending out the repaired battleship once again. Can you see it coming around the left-hand side of the island? Now, she hasn't seen it. Too busy looking for survivors. Let's see if we can really warn Jervis Bay with the biggest boat of the day. Let's give a warning after 3. 1, 2, 3. She's heard us, but she's in no position to do anything. She's in the port side on to the enemy battleship. Oh, there's a hit on the stern there. Oh, she can't do anything. Poor old Jervis Bay. She's getting a real taste in here now. We've got to find a way to defeat this enemy battleship.
Good idea. Keeps missing.
The only man at his post on Jervis Bay was a radio operator, and he's managed to get in touch with Bomber Command and asked for assistance. And this time, the Royal Air Force have been sent to her aid. The Royal Air Force are now going to dive in with a rocket attack on the enemy battleship. Here come the Royal Air Force. Give them a cheer, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get a direct rocket hit on it. Oh, yes. And here comes another wave of Royal Air Force bombers. Here they come now. We've certainly slowed it up. It's leaving poor old Jervis Bay alone. Here they come now. Oh, yes. And as the enemy battleship first damage by the bombing of the Royal Air Force, she's soon to be finished off by HMS Achilles, who along with Exeter are returning to join up with the remainder of the convoy. Here come the escort vessels. Give them a cheer. 1, 2, 3. Have they got the range? The battleship's doing nothing. It's hard moving. They're that busy trying to put the fires out. Look at the state of it. The rocket attacks have certainly done the business. And the escort vessels are definitely finishing it off. State of the enemy battleship. She's keeled over. She's had it, you know. She's had it. She's doing nothing. Look at the state of it. She's dead in the water. She can't recover from this. We definitely got rid of the enemy battleship once and for all. So well done to the Royal Air Force. And well done to the escort vessels. Give the lads a big cheer, 1, 2, 3. Meanwhile, combined deck quarters have not been idle, and orders are flashed to the British slips to carry out a combined attack with bomber command on the heavily fortified enemy shore installation. The attack will be pressed home at all costs, and the bombers will go in waves, and the cruisers will carry out rocket attacks. And as the alarm is raised and the British fleet approach, the enemy shore batteries prepare for action. And with the first wave of Royal Air Force bombers, the attack on the enemy-held island is on. Combined attack of the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force have blasted the enemy's stronghold into submission. The enemy defenders are completely demoralised, and the Union flag is hoisted up the flagpole. Let's have a cheer for the good old Union flag. There it goes. And the one or two isolated pockets of resistance. Our invasion fleet proceed to their new berth. While the British fleet make for their new anchorage, let's have a grand parade of our victorious ships who definitely won today's battle. 1, 2, 3! Oh, isn't it nice when you win? And the first ship to come round for a well-earned round of applause. She did a brilliant job. Looking for survivors, got rid of the enemy submarine. A fabulous ship, good old German.
Naval warfare ended.
There she goes.
What?
You've got a bit of a surprise coming now.
Naval warfare ended.
All our ships have giant captains in. The local Captain Gulliver. Or is it Gullible? I'm never quite sure about that. There we go. Captain Al in Jervis Bay, absolutely fabulous. And look at this, it's choreography on water. We've got both of our escort vessels lining up for a